Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to Compass Games Town Hall. It's episode 73. It's the 14th of September. My name's John Krantz. It's a pleasure to be with you again. Let's go ahead and bring in Bill and Billy Thomas. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, good. And yourself?
Doing good, thanks. Good to see you all. And I know things have been pretty busy, so I have no idea what you want to cover first. I'll have a few things I'm happy to show tonight. Some people have had some questions. They want to see some updates, so I'll do some of that later on tonight.
What? Give me an update.
You want an update? Okay, well, I'll give a quick update then. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. And yes, here we go. So a lot of people have been asking about British Tank Ace. So we have Nadir Nadir works closely with Gregory Smith, who's on tonight's broadcast, or he's watching tonight's broadcast, so he can answer any comments or questions about his game. So we've got various components that are getting completed, as you can see here, different train types for different theaters. First one was the Italian front. This is the battle board for North Africa, of course. Pretty obvious from the display. And then, of course, we're going to get into all the different types of armaments or tanks and AFVs that are available. So if you're familiar already with American Tank Ace, yes, this is British Tank Ace taking you to Italy, obviously to North Africa, etc. So we've got a lot of components here. Happy to show more later if you guys want. As you can see here, Nadir has been working really around the clock. Lots of files coming through now. Here's some of the British tanks right here, for example, the Valentine tank. So lots of cool stuff being worked on. So just a little bit of a sneak peek there I wanted to show everybody. So there's more to show. Some other questions came through another product. But
well, that's exciting.
Yeah, so Nadir's doing good. I know a while ago he was busy with other things, but yeah, in the last week or two since I got back from Console World Expo, a lot of files are getting posted. So he's definitely getting a lot of the artwork done for British Tank Ace. So
he's working on Combat 3. He's wrapping that up. That's almost done.
Yeah, that's good news too. Combat 3, a lot of folks are excited about that release for sure. So that's more good news. I should probably share, Bill and Billy, just the release schedule to remind everybody where we're at. So yes, Silent War and IGN Deluxe 2nd Edition all plead guilty on the newsletter last week. I said it's a new release, which is not factually incorrect, but it's also out of print. And I didn't mention anything about that. So I don't know if that's a new record, Bill, for a release to go out of print. That was pretty fast for Silent War.
Yeah.
People are asking already, can it be pre-ordered again soon?
Oh, we don't have the pre-order up?
I haven't checked it. Somebody was asking, so maybe they didn't see it. So let me see here. No, it has add to wish list. So not yet. So if that's good news, if you're telling me we can make it a pre-order, that's going to make a lot of people happy.
Right now, do it as a pay now, because I'm not going to.
Okay, great.
But yeah, that's moving along, and we should have that right around the end of the month, maybe the first week.
Okay, fantastic. And then a few folks were also asking, which is pretty typical when they know what the next release is. It's going to be Fall of Tobruk, and they were asking, what again is that anticipated release date for Fall of Tobruk?
Well, let me look at my calendar. My calendar is 2024, so I don't think that's going to help me. Let me look at Bill's phone.
It's going to be this year, though. That's the good news. So probably in the next week or two, I'm guessing.
No, here's what. Well, normally we release them right away after Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Okay, like that week after. But we had to we actually finished up the warehouse, and we had the catalog being worked on. So we had to get those done first. But I would say, I'm looking at my calendar, and that's where we are now.
Yeah.
I would say we'll start shipping around the 28th.
The 28th. So 2 weeks from today. Perfect. Okay. Dave's Gaming Cave, thanks for joining us on YouTube. He says he's glad he got his copy of Silent War 2.0. He just got it in under the deadline, so he's got his copy. Dan joining us on YouTube, same thing. Very happy to see it. And Kent's looking forward to Fall of Tobruk. So Kent will be shipping in 2 weeks from today. A reminder, get in your town hall, #town hall for the free door prize tonight. So yeah, so Fall of Tobruk will be again on the 28th in 2 weeks. It will start shipping. We did do a Kickstarter for Napoleon's Eagles 2, which is on our schedule to follow Fall of Tobruk. We have a Paper Wars issue coming out, Victory at Sea, and right now, actually, we have Russia Besieged Deluxe, which actually, if I go to the newsletter from today, we can actually just take a jump at the Kickstarter that's launched. So this is current. It launched this morning. So we have, again, the Finnish expansion for Russia Besieged. And ownership is required of Russia Besieged. The good news is it's an add-on for this Kickstarter. So if you don't have Russia Besieged Deluxe Edition, you can easily get it. You can just do it as an add-on for this Finnish expansion Kickstarter. So you can get both. You'll be taken care of. And as always, the rules are posted. You know, a lot of information about the game. There's some additional.
Yeah, go to the add-ons.
The add-ons, there's quite a few add-ons actually.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show people.
It's a lot of add-ons. So here again is the prerequisite game. So it's an add-on to Russia Besiege Deluxe Edition. So you can order that as an add-on. And here's all the available add-ons. So I think everybody can see that on screen okay. Obviously, World War II Eastern Front is the theme.
Wow,
so lots of Eastern Front World War II titles, which probably doesn't surprise anybody. I'd be curious. I'd be curious if there are certain games in here people don't have, because I know Eastern Front's really popular. I know we've sold a lot of Russian Campaign, a lot of Fall Blaus, Kharkovs, enemy action Kharkovs, and Kharkov battles. Absolutely. So yeah, I'd be curious to see if there's some games in here people don't actually own already, but they're all available and you can just add it to your Kickstarter. So lots of good choices there. And for the rules for Russian expansion, just click on the link here on the Kickstarter. You can check out the rules. There's 1.5 counter sheets, the map, of course, for Finland. There's a Kursk scenario that's been added, and also just additional advanced rules to help supplement Russia Besieged, the overall game. So you're getting bonus materials for the core game. It's not just about the expansion. And I think Julian's video does a pretty good job of covering all the additional content you can get out of it. So this Kickstarter just got started. So everybody, please let everybody know we've got it running right now. We're over 50 backers already for a few hours, so that's great to see. And I'll see. Let's see if you've pre-ordered. If you pre-ordered Finnish expansion, can I take advantage of the add-on pricing? Well, I know the add-on pricing is part of Kickstarter. It's really a self-contained campaign and workflow. You know, it's all tied to Kickstarter, basically.
No, but what I do is people who have pre-ordered,
yep,
if they want it, they can send me an email, and I'll just send them a PayPal invoice for the difference for the add-ons.
Great. So there you go, Andrew. Thanks for joining us on YouTube again. So yeah, just send Bill. So sales@compassgames.com is the email address. Sales@compassgames.com. Bill will just let Bill know what you want to do for add-ons. They'll take care of you. And as Art says, and Art, it's his work. So thanks for being here tonight, Art. Congratulations on Finnish expansion and all the work you've done on it. Check out the rule booklet, guys, online. It's really impressive. Art's done a lot of great work on it. So please do check out the video that Julian did. It will tell you a lot about the game besides looking at the rules booklet. The add-on pricing, it's specific by game. So I would just recommend you just go down, and when you do a pledge, as you do the pledge, you'll then be taken to what the options are. So once you go to the pledge, I'm not going to go through all this now online because it will take a while, but just click the pledge and then you'll see the information about what you can get.
Can't you just click the pledge?
Let's see, details. I'm going to details. Yeah, here we go. So what I've done is I've clicked on the details option because I know I could probably go deeper there. So we've got Ostkrieg, Gregory M. Smith based system, which you've seen in Pacific Tide, for example, other games. It's $25 as an add-on. The Russia Besieged Player's Guide is in stock. It's $35. The Russian Campaign 1974 edition is available for $45. Kharkov battles, which goes with Fall Blau and Kharkov battles, can be joined, but they're standalone as well. Kharkov battles is $50. The Finnish expansion, we just that's the main offering there. That's the $58. The Little Land from the company scale system is $65. This is important. So the core game, Russia Besieged Deluxe, which you do want to have with Finnish expansion. Those two absolutely must go together It's $75 to get that. John Butterfield's Enemy Action Kharkov is $90. And Fall Blau, which goes with Kharkov battles if you want. They're standalone. Fall Blau is $100. So again, you'll see all these options here.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Obviously, the core deal is Russia Besieged on the left, but you've got all these options and add-ons. And Bill will take care of these add-ons. If you've pre-ordered already and want to take advantage of the add-ons, just email sales@compassgames.com.
Yeah, give me
There you go.
I don't think that's.
And if you purchased 2.5 years ago, you're on the list. Yes. I don't think you have to send an email to confirm. We've never lost pre-orders. You know, that's all captured. No problem there unless you've got a change of address. That's the only thing I can think of that you might want to let us know about.
What happened? Yeah, you're still on the list.
Yep, there you go, Ray. So you're all set. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Ray. Appreciate it very much. So again, Art Lupinacci, great effort. Russia Besieged, really popular game system. If you don't have it already, definitely check out the deluxe edition and add this in the player's guide. Would be a great recommendation to go ahead and do that. And then going back to the newsletter, just to let everybody else know what's going on here. So let me just go back. And again, the Kickstarter, you can actually go to our homepage and click on Russia Besieged. We'll take you to the Kickstarter directly. Obviously, we're doing our town hall right now. Upcoming releases, again, Follow Tobruk will start shipping on the 28th of this month, in 2 weeks from today. Napoleon's Eagles will be shipping in the month of October. Boy, Compass Games Expo, attendees just jumped while I was away for a little over a week and everything. So we're over 70 attendees, well over 70 attendees, actually over 75, as we have a few more we still need to add to the website. So we've got about 70 plus people listed now, and I'm just going to be updating the game signups tomorrow as well. So definitely check out the Expo link on our homepage. We'll be well over 100. We'll be at least 125 minimum, I would expect, by the time November rolls around, because we're still 2 months away from the start. But November is our main core annual event, besides the spring one we hold. Also, shout out to Maurice Fitzgerald. And again, thanks to Bill and Billy. We can get a few more modules out, actually, because we constrained the date, tightened the date a little bit. So instead of 6 months, it was shortened slightly. So that's helped us get more modules out. So I've listed here links for the 4 most recent modules, which are 1812 War in the Great Lakes Frontier, 2040 Prelude to Revolution, and Interceptor Ace Volume 2, Last Days of the Luftwaffe. So those are direct links that will take you to the Kickstarter. You can simply download from that page. So I just clicked on, for example, Prelude to Revolution, and you can just go ahead and get the Vassal module for that. So all available, all easy to get to just by clicking on those links. And congratulations to Mark Ruggiero and David White. You know, their membership continues to grow. It was an absolute pleasure, by the way, to see Mark at Consim World Expo. Yeah, we had some. We've been sharing unfortunate news, which Mark said. You know, feel free to share that. You know, he's fighting cancer, and he wasn't able to have a successful outcome with his cancer surgery due to the spread of the disease. So he's going to be fighting it very tough, and we're asking everybody to support Mark Ruggiero. You'll see him on Facebook, and all our thoughts and prayers are with Mark. Also with Andrew Rowland in Australia, who's also fighting a battle with some treatments as well. So obviously we wish everybody perfect health, and we realize it's tough on certain people, so we need to support them. So please send your well wishes to both of them when you get a chance. And I think that rounds out the newsletter. So hopefully everybody got the newsletter. And again, we got the latest links on Linktree as well. So I'll pause here, Bill, so you guys get a chance. I can shut up for a while, and you can talk about some other things you'd like to talk about, and get everybody up to date on Compass.
Yeah, I think one thing is I think we found that, okay, that place is really only good for about 140, 150 people.
The hotel site for
convention.
The Compass Expo.
And
yep.
What happens is, okay, we're going to, at the rate we're going, we're probably going to hit that. And when you look at the signups, okay, once the signups get up to like 91 or 95, then, you know, that means we have probably 35 walk-ins.
Yeah.
And people that don't, or 40 walk-ins. So when you get into the when you see it to the 91, 90, you know, we're going to have to make a decision someday that we're going to have to cut it off.
Right. That makes sense. And then
it might be 95, it might be 100, but right now, yeah, I think the that ended up with 154 or something like in the fall. Okay, the spring, I think and it was kind of tight. I think 150, 160 is all we're going to be able to ever do there.
That would be max capacity, like you said, right?
Yeah, I don't think we could do any better. I think the spring came in at 110 for our first year.
And we'll do more. We'll do more than that in November. So yeah, we're going to have to watch the number, as you said, because that number is going to go up most certainly. And November's a great time to be there as well. Obviously, they're both great dates, but November, I think we're going to have more designers. A lot of designers have signed up. I know Danny Parker is going to be joining for the first time, which is great. Who's a Bulge historian, book author, and done some great work, great game designs covering the Battle of the Bulge, multiple designs. And we've got Last Gamble. We renamed it a little bit, so it's Last Gamble, not Hitler's Last Gamble. So we've got almost 10 designers already. And I think Tuesday next week, actually, Bill and Billy, Brittany's gonna be sending out an email blast. We're shooting for next Tuesday. That's really going to focus on all the designers that have already committed for the Expo. And, that means seminars. It means play tests. It means demo games. So lots of activity just around the designers. It's going to be really a key focal point of the event, besides just getting together to celebrate the hobby. So we'll get that out by email on Tuesday to everybody, for sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, this kind of exciting. Okay. And this is just why things happen. So what happened was, okay, they're ready. Okay, we're waiting for a shipment from China.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we go, okay, go ahead. We'll ship it. We'll let it. We notify everybody October that we wanted it shipped on September 1st. I'd say September 15th. Can't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
So they email back, and it's funny. The first word was sorry. So I know something's up.
Yeah.
They had a flood. The first time in like 150 years I ever got to where it was. It's not in a floodplain. So it went up to 3.5 feet of water. So if you imagine pallets being probably 6.
Yep.
Okay, they have to redo everything. Because everything.
Yeah, to reprint everything. Yep, it's on them.
Yeah.
So
you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a wild one. I wasn't expecting to hear there's a flood in China in the warehouse or the print, wherever they print and manufacture and store everything.
So that was a good.
Do you know which games, by the way, may have been impacted? Did they give you a list, or do you remember?
Oh, no, I know which games, yeah.
Yeah, so it was several games probably, I take it.
It was like 9 games.
9 games. Wow. There you go.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
What else?
People want a warehouse day for the Expo, by the way. So that's for Billy probably, but Billy, they want a way to do it.
Looking good.
It's getting all organized. I know you're all working on it.
Great job, Julian, and
yeah,
we had help from the workers.
And we had help from the workers from the Charter Oak, and
they did a good job.
We need some pictures.
Everybody did a good job.
We need some pictures of it, or a video tour on your phone, and upload it so we can show everybody a video of it. That would be awesome. So since Danny Parker is going to be at Compass Expo, I did want to share quickly that, which is crazy, and you can comment on this, Bill, because I know you've said it as well yourself, and that is all the components that are going to be in this game. So I know you worked with Julian to said, you know what? We need to add a manifest of all the freaking charts.
Yeah, no, we did that. We're going to add the chart to the,
There's so much in the game. We're like, what? The rules don't really get into the nitty gritty details of exactly, how much there is. And there's so many components that we've now got a separate manifest we're inserting now you're going to get this as part of the game. As you can see here.
Remember, not all of these are in play at once.
Yeah. There's different scenarios. So yeah, you're not going to have 4x6 table just for charts and tables. It's a Battle of the Bulge game. You're going to have some charts and tables, but what's nice is we're giving you, all the order battle displays are included. So of course that's in here as well. So you've got scenario cards, the disposition of units, the reinforcements, everything's going to be in there. So, which is great because I've seen a recent game on Bulge by another publisher, and I was so disappointed there was only text in the rules of how to set up all the units. And I'm like, in my eyes, I can't handle that. I need displays. So I'm glad. Yeah, we went to the nines on this, and lots of stuff. So lots of stuff included. There's the bottom showing you the scenario cards, a lot of scenarios, by the way, in the game. So smaller, one map portions up to the full 2 maps in the full campaign. So you can do smaller battles.
Yeah, I think because I got the sample, and so we did that, and I think we did a train effects.
Yep, that's right here. So on the map, the train key is a bit smaller in size. So so Bill decided, you know what, a good call here on this one. Or Brittany, maybe it was Brittany, that decided this. We need to make the train effects chart bigger, larger. So we did a dedicated display, really blown up. So this is 8.5 by 11.
And the reason I did that, the reason I did it.
Oh, you did it. There we go. Full credit.
Billy did it. Was if you go up top, let me see the top row.
Oh, the top row. Okay, let me zoom in again. Sorry, hold on.
See, this is very different than any other Bulge game I ever played, where it has a village, a castle, a hamlet, and a point.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to make so people could really see that.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you look at the terrain effects chart on the map, it's kind of small. Okay. And it's off to the top right or top left. Okay. So that these things are actually important. The castle, the village, and stuff like that. So that's why we decided to do that.
And that shows the level of detail Danny Parker does with his research. The map is meticulous. I mean, the map took 2 years worth of corrections and adjustments of where the towns are in position to the roads and where the river lines fall, and just the whole 9 yards. Everything was just, game map had no abstractions with terrain whatsoever. Everything.
So I know Danny's going to be playing. I'm giving him the sample for the convention.
Yep.
So he'll be playing that.
Yep.
And then. I know Bruce Maxwell is going to have the sample for Aaron Armour.
Yep, we're excited about. Yeah, Bruce Maxwell will be there as well. So Danny, Bruce will be doing seminars. Danny will have the demo game. Bruce will have Aaron Armour as well. So lots of great stuff happening in November, for sure. I've got one other sneak peek I can do, but I'm going to hold that.
Tell me what it is.
Want to see it now? All right. So there were some folks posting. I think it was on Facebook. They wanted to say, what's happening with Third World War? Will there be any expansions?
Yes.
For Third World War series. So I want to share that with you. So we're going to the Manchurian Front. So I'm going to show you here multiple maps. So obviously it's not final. So you can ignore the bottom right quadrant. That's just a carryover spot for the artist. But obviously you can see the main map sections, upper quadrant, extending all the way to the top. So we've got mainland China. We've also got a bonus map, which people asked about for Taiwan. So here's our Taiwan map as well. So I'll go ahead and fit this on screen. So there we've got also just for a dedicated scenario. So this is a standalone scenario. That's why you can see a separate map here. Dedicated scenario just on Taiwan Strait. So the idea, the thought here is, what if Russia invaded China in the late 80s is sort of the precept to this. So that's why you see the map covering into China, etc., into these various areas. So this is being worked on still, but they're making great progress. We even have the counters manifest that's coming along. I'll zoom in here just a little bit to give you a little bit better idea of what we've got here. So again, we're working away on the counters, the order of battle. Yes, it's all based on order of battle research that's taking place here of the various factions that would be participating in this war. So obviously Russia, Chinese forces, many other country forces as well. We've got full order of battles for all the countries. So again, if you're familiar with Third World War, which I hope you have the game, it's a great game. You can see all the counter work that's already taking place here. Additional game markers. Yes, North Korea obviously is covered in the game as well. Japan's in the game. So we've got all those forces. Sort of a hint. You can sort of see it here in the left corner around the different forces for the tension track, as there are political rules, much like you have the political rules and charts and tracks in Third World War. So lots of things developing here. So I hope this answers the question. Is there going to be an expansion for Third World War? Yes, it's Manchurian Front. So the Manchurian Front is going to be next. And again, with that Taiwan bonus map. So look for more details on that as the project team. It's the same project team, by the way. They worked on the Third World War series. So, hundreds of years plus of experience with the original GDW release, which brought it all together for our version. And now they're bringing it to this new theater. So we're excited about the work.
Yeah, it's a standalone game.
And it's definitely a standalone game. Otherwise, you need to have Bill's set up with the basement or the upstairs. You're going to need a lot of tables if you want to go that route. So so definitely it's going to be a great game when it's out. I think people will be excited as they learn more about it. And there's a ton of pre-orders, by the way, Bill. We haven't gotten to yet, but I know I've been busy and Billy's been super busy working on the catalog. I don't know if Billy's done with the catalog yet, but last count was 8 to 10 new pre-order pages at some point will be unveiled because of the catalog that we're going to be rolling out. Do we have a date for
I think we're going to do it a little different this year.
Oh, okay.
So it's to change it up. I don't know what, but I'm thinking something.
You're thinking about doing something a little different there? So it'll still be a print.
Here's what I think. I think we're going to mail the catalog out. Okay. And then we're just going to turn on all the pre-orders.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then we'll talk about them. You know what I'm saying? We go through and do it after the fact.
After the fact. So that sounds good. So whoever will be co-hosting, with you, you can go through. Basically, you'll have to go through all the pre-orders at once. So there's a lot of pre-orders. Everybody reminds me.
No, not to go over them at once. We're just making them live at once.
Oh, right, and then we can cover them in a town hall.
Yeah, because here's what the catalog has to have some type of new. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want the catalog to be the new thing where people can see the new pre-orders on there instead of us previewing them and putting them up before.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then Vince knows the inside joke about the catalog year. So yes, this will be a 2023/2024 catalog because the sale goes through early 24. So we'll focus on the year, the date on the catalog for sure. So we'll make it's not 2025. We'll make sure it doesn't say that on the catalog yet. We're going to try to target 2023, 2024. That's the goal. And I think Billy's up to the task. I don't think we have any problems there. So it sounds like in a future episode, when we get there, you guys will be announcing, or we'll decide how we're going to, obviously it'll be a big announcement once the catalog starts shipping out to people. They'll start discovering it. And then can you remind me, Bill, does the catalog go into some box games at all at any point in time, or is it strictly mail order only?
No, it's really, no, right? We don't do that, no.
Okay,
not anymore.
And Jeffrey has a question for you guys. Sea Power and the State release date. It's not on the schedule yet. And
that's going to be January, February.
January or February, Jeffrey, of next year, 2024. So there you go. If anybody has any other questions about statuses, I think actually the very first question, I don't know if I can even get to the very first question. Let me see if I can scroll to the very top. Probably not. I'm going to see if I can get to the very first question. Oh, yeah, here we go. So somebody asked, this was posted several days ago, as soon as our YouTube channel went live for this episode. So this is a few days old. He's not able to watch live tonight. He wants to know about South China Sea Volume 3.
Remember, John, we got something maybe 3 months ago in regards to that.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
so I don't think it's...
and I think the designer's still working on it. I know he... I
think it's early stages still.
Yeah. I don't think that's...
I think...
I haven't seen a lot of activity.
I think I saw some...
and that doesn't mean it's
I think I saw some... there may have been some draft files. I think he says here, or he thinks there were some draft files, but my recollection, designed by Christopher Moeller. The map was done by Chris Moeller. Okay, I haven't. It's been a while for me to check the
Yeah,
map.
no. Just so you know,
Yeah.
that's not.
Yeah.
No, Chris Muller didn't design that.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that's something else completely. So
Yeah, no, that
there was some early draft. We got draft material, which is like a proposal, designer proposal, where it's a pitch. We sort of got a pitch deck of materials, but nothing really formalized or final on that.
And like I said, I got an email from the designer, but we have nothing. Oh no, it hasn't even been finalized even with that.
All right. Let's see here. Jason wants to say Western Front Ace was well worth the wait. So thank you,
Yeah, we like
Jason. That'll put a smile on Gregory's face for sure. Sensuicon. I believe that was submitted some time ago. I'm trying to. Yeah, that one was turned in a while ago. So that's probably at the printers, I believe. Or you can correct me if I'm wrong, Bill, but I believe we sent that to the printers. That's at the printers, or
no.
Sensuicon hasn't gone through the proofing phase yet.
No, I think Brittany's still.
Okay, all right. Aaron Armour update. Bill already mentioned November. Bruce Maxwell, the designer, will be there showing the game. So they're and actually they're working on a second game in the series, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's being wrapped up. But yeah. I think Aaron Armour, if I had to say, by the time it, I would say probably February.
February, okay, all right. How's the stock level looking for Western Front Ace? Somebody's
we're getting low on it, but we still have it.
Okay. Anything regarding Balance of Power 2? Nathan's asking on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's been shelved for a while. The designer wanted to do other things.
Okay.
Okay, so that's been shelved. I think the ones that are gonna be coming out at some point that we're working on is God Kings.
Kings.
Okay. What's the other one? Steel Wolves, obviously, and a German fleet boat, and then Proud Monster.
Want to talk a little bit about Proud Monster? Are you going to make any changes to Proud Monster at all, or is that a straight reprint?
No, I think it's going to be a straight reprint. We're going to get rid of some of the stuff that wasn't in the first that got in the second and caused a lot of issues. Okay, the reserves and stuff. That could be an optional role. Okay. But I think what happened with Proud Monster, it's a horrible name, and we're going to change the name.
Okay. All right.
Because nobody knew. If you hear Proud Monster, it's a horrible name for an East Front game. Okay, so I think it sold very well. I wanted to do mountain maps.
Oh wow!
But you're talking 4.
It's a lot of maps. I was going to say, wow.
Maps. I don't think so. We're doing Proud Monster. Everybody knows End of Empire is being redone.
Okay.
As a very limited run. Okay. But yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. And then Brittany confirms that Sensuicon's coming up, as Gregory Smith knows. So it's coming up shortly here. Victory at Sea. I saw the rules. I saw the rules recently that got updated, looking really good. So I know that's coming along really well. So yeah, Victory at Sea. I think Brittany can post a comment for sure. She's here, so she can post a comment here in the comment stream on YouTube about Victory at Sea. She shared the rules, which look great. I can tell you, I can kill a few birds with one stone here because I'm working on multiple projects right now, which is Manassas as well as Road to the Rhine. So I met with Joe Youst at Consum World Expo, and Joe, we're going to get back to Road to the Rhine, or he's going to get back to Road to the Rhine rather. So yeah, I sat down with him just briefly, just saying we need to get hopping back on Road to the Rhine. We've got all these other GDW games coming along that will be released in the short term.
I got a question for you. Road to the Rhine is not up on pre-order, right?
No, I don't believe so. No.
It should be.
Should it be?
I had it in last year's catalog.
No, we didn't.
I'd like it to be further along as far as where it's at.
We
should be.
No, we didn't have it in last year's catalog.
Road to the Rhine? I don't know. I'd have to check the catalog if we had it or not. I can't remember, to be honest.
No, but I think we were going to put it in this catalog, and I'm thinking no on that.
I'd like to see it a little further along. I did meet with Joe at Consum World Expo to get back on it. And speaking of Consum World Expo, I should mention, and maybe I can.
Oh, this is a great game.
Yeah. So here I want to just focus on Ernie Copley was showing off his Desert Generals game. So yes, I love African Campaign. I love all these Africa games. Name an Africa game I don't love. That's one of my favorite theater of war, World War II. So Ernie was at Consum World Expo a few weeks ago, and he was playing Desert Generals, which Shane Logan did the artwork. Shane does a great job with artwork, as many of you know, and he does a really good job in North Africa theater. So here we have the game being played, being set up. It's a very playable game, plays very fast. Here's a close-up. Again, these are just prototype counters. Sorry, the map's upside down, but the counters were facing this way. So I just wanted to show it this way. But yeah, you can see pretty straightforward game. Rules are pretty straightforward. Can be played and finished in a few hours. But yeah, it's definitely got some bells and whistles in it. It would be definitely considered a much more modernized version than the African Campaign from the 70s, for example, which has a huge following. Very popular game by John Edwards. But yeah, this is going to, and we have another Africa Campaign. I know Brittany's been working on the African Campaign, about the same scale as well. Desert, what do I want to say? Desert Generals? Do I have to talk? Desert Blitzkrieg. Desert Blitzkrieg. So we have multiple games coming out on North Africa, but again, really pleased with what Ernie brought to show. People were really interested in it. I caught him during a break in the action when they were sort of wrapping things up. So I just want to share that. This again was Consum World Expo, which was 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, so the game that really had the most attention was Oceans of Fire. So Rob Bama's Oceans of Fire had multiple playthroughs. This is in the main gaming hall. They're just getting started with setup here. You can see the Ziploc bag. So this was on like day one, first day of the expo. They played it for several days. Here's another table that broke out in the foyer area. Same game. Somebody bought it and they went right to it. So same game, Oceans of Fire. And I caught them just as they claimed the table and started opening the box and finding out about it. And they ended up, and they were playing the game. And of course they were sharing, they were finding out from the other table how their game was going, getting some questions answered. So it worked out really well having two separate tables of Oceans of Fire. Ernie, before he did the his Desert Generals game, he was playing the War Europe. So here's one of his participants that was playing the War Europe during the expo, which was during the earlier on during the event itself. And I think I have a map of the Third World War. So again, we just talked about Manchurian Front, which is being worked on right now. Here you can see, here you can see the Third World War minus Persian Gulf, minus the two maps for Persian Gulf. They're not pictured here, but it's all of Europe. It's got the three other games are featured here: Southern Front, Europe, and of course the Arctic Front as well. So really, you know, it was multiple players playing the game. I caught them just as they were getting the setups done. So this was like all these pictures were pretty much on day one of the expo. So really a great time. We all had a really great time. Great to see the Compass games being played. But looks like Oceans of Fire had the most playthroughs going on. But we had designers there, of course. So we had Ernie there and others. So it was great to see the other games being spotlighted as well. So that is my show and tell for tonight, Bill. I've got no more to show you guys. Just want to share a little bit about Consum World Expo. And we'll have a lot more of it at Compass Expo. We'll have a lot more of Compass games at Compass Expo. So looking forward to that. So we'll talk later about the catalog pre-orders. We'll save that for another day. Talked about the warehouse. We've got the current Kickstarter going on. Let's see what we'll do here is let's put in a last call for any questions or comments. So let us know. Well, I got Bill and Billy here. We've got Brittany online as well. Let us know if you've got some final questions for us. And this will be your time, everybody. Post your questions, and I'll be happy to share them. Okay, I plan to be there next year. Next year's dates, I don't know if that's Compass Expo or maybe it's Consum World Expo. I'm going to guess it's Consum World Expo. The dates are July 12th through the 20th. So we moved it up to the middle of summer. That'll be my last year. My son is around before he goes away to college, which will probably go away for that. So July 12th through the 20th next year in Tempe, Arizona. And then, of course, we'll be posting our Compass Expo dates for spring and fall for next year as well. So those are the dates. Thanks for getting your town halls in. Flanks of Gettysburg. Vince on YouTube wants to ask about that game, Bill.
Yeah, Flanks of Gettysburg is actually we're just waiting for one component. We have the other stuff in the warehouse.
All right. Question: as popular as the Eastern Front World War II is in wargaming, the equally consequential Japanese invasion of Japan is a rare topic. Why is that? I'll let you take first stab at that, Bill, if you want.
Well, Japanese invasion of China. No, what I find is any Pacific games, okay, just don't do as well as for some reason. And I'm not saying all of them, but Pacific games don't do as well as European theater games in World War II. Okay, and the problem is nobody's really out there designing it.
That's what I was going to say. You know, we'll publish what these designers are doing or interested in doing, and we haven't really had much designer interest proposing such a topic for such a game. Which we
I
would
don't think I've ever had anybody come to me.
Yeah, we'd be happy to support it, but the designer has to be interested in it. So yeah, that's probably the reason behind that. Some questions here about God Kings. Enjoys the game Stacking Limit. Great handle, by the way, on YouTube, Stacking Limit. Also, is it a straight reprint?
Yeah, it's going to be a straight reprint.
Straight reprint, yes. And then Billy, for you, Bismarck. Status of Bismarck?
Yeah, right?
Still in, right?
What? It's in the warehouse.
Yeah. We're still
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting for a time slot on that one.
Okay. Operation Crusader, Shane Logan has been updating the game maps. There's 4 game maps. That work is done. So he's going to be starting work on the counter sheets next. Next question from Ben on YouTube. Status of Blue Water Navy 2.
Yeah, I just saw some emails going back and forth between the artist and the designer, because the designer's taking one last look at it, and then it will go to Brittany and then to production. So that's finally getting done. It's been a long road.
All righty. When will 40, 41, 42 ship GDW reprints?
Yeah, those are really going to be right out of the gate. Okay, I think if I had to look in now, January and February are going to be very. I know we're doing Europe in Turmoil 1 and 2. We're going to do this game, GDW game, the 40, 41, 42. Then we're doing Sea Power in the State and Breaking the Chains. I know I'm missing another one. But in January and February, we're probably looking at 5. Yeah, probably 5 games.
All right. Since somebody was asking, I'll show it. Yes, at Consumer World Expo, Campaign for North Africa was being played. It was led by Andy Lokes out of the UK, at a group of actually more people than what's pictured here. There was about 7 or 8 people playing it. They got through 2 full turns of the intro scenario over 6 days. So, so it's the first time I've seen Campaign for North Africa by SPI played at a convention. And yeah, it was indeed an amazing feat. Everybody had a laptop on the table because of all the record keeping required to play that game and prepare for making decisions in the game. So that was quite the unique experience. I just want to share that since somebody was asking.
But that's not the original map.
No, that was a reproduced version of the map. Somebody had the artwork and they reproduced. They did like a print and play version of the game. Okay. And actually, this was fully done as a kit, but it is based on the original components. And then they sold it up for auction at our Thursday night auction, and the proceeds went to Mark Ruggiero for his treatments and for his wife. So I think they raised $280 with the sale of this game that I was showing a moment ago, Campaign for North Africa. But it was a homebrew kit version of the game, but it had it was a full complete copy. It was the version they used to play the game. So it was really nice of them to offer it up in the auction as a donation to Mark Ruggiero. So that was very cool. Dallas Expo, I'm looking for a new venue, so I will have announcements on Consum World when that happens. Let's see. Air and Armor, is it coming soon? I think you said early
It's
I
up
think
on the
Bill
list.
said already. Aaron Armor, that release is coming early next year.
Yeah, you can put it up.
So there we
You can put it
go.
on.
One of my favorite wargame memories is Ramses leading a chariot army. Too late to win in the game, though. I think Hittites won. So Salerno. It's not ringing a bell for me.
Nope.
Status Aroma Victrix. So I know we've talked about that before.
I
just talked to him today.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
They're moving along. He's gonna check it out. He's gonna do some stuff for a weekend. Go through it, and then he's gonna send it to Bruce, and Bruce is gonna implement the changes or whatever needed to be, and then we'll check in and go from there.
All right, sounds good. And then Status of Jutland by Jack Green.
Yeah, I know Brittany reviewed it, got back working with Jack Green and the team and making the changes, and then we got it, and then it goes to which we'll call it. Then it go to production.
Okay.
Yeah, Vince asked about Battle Hymn 2. That is actually we saw emails go back and forth with the designer and the art and the artist, and I think map counters, charts, everything but the rules are like 90% done. So that will definitely be a next year release.
Okay, sounds good. Europe and Turmoil and the new deluxe edition, and including the Turmoil 2.
Yeah, both will be out in January.
Okay. When will this is the World War II, 1940, 41, 42. It's already on pre-order. So Vince, we do have those games on the pre-order page already. So
yeah, well, what I'm going to have John do now, because I thought of this.
Okay.
Is what we decide to do, and we're going to put up a pre-order tonight. Right, John?
We're going to put up a pre-order tonight?
Yeah. I just
okay.
Decide.
I'm following you. I'm flexible. I'm flexible and audible. Yeah, I'm ready.
Here's why. Okay. What happened was when I sat down and looked at, Vance's Spanish-American war game that he was working on, Vance Von Boris. Okay. It's not the same game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is so different. Okay.
Right.
You can't even everything is different.
He changed a lot. He changed a lot.
God,
he added a lot.
Game.
Yeah, he's much happier with this version, obviously.
Oh yeah,
as we are.
So,
that's your favorite game, Bill. It's one of your favorite games, the original.
Yeah, but you want to know something? That's not
game.
My favorite game anymore.
Oh, it's not your favorite game. Oh, because of the new one, the Spanish American.
Okay, it's not Remember the Main.
Yeah.
Okay, we decided that we're dropping that name because it's a very big misnomer. It's not even we're dropping it. We're calling it Spanish American War 1890 or no
1898.
1898.
Right? Yeah. I'll have to check the page.
So everything is different. It's a very different feel. I think the only thing that it's just oh my God. I think the other game had like 280 counters. This has like 3 or 4 counter sheets.
Yeah.
Okay. It's so much better of a game. It's got random events. So what we're going to do is because of it, we're going to put it up.
Okay, sounds good. And then that's a good decision on the name change because there was a lot of confusion. We had Bill and Billy, if you remember, about Barlev by Chris Fawcett. A lot of people thought it was the original GDW game, Barlev, but it was so different.
Oh, it's not even. Oh,
so different. People got so confused. Remember that? Remember how we were just.
It wasn't even the same.
It's a mess.
Yeah, this is the same thing. It's not the same game.
Right. So I will work on. I could turn it on now if you want me to. If you want me to, or do it after the show. You want me to do it after the show?
Yeah, we'll do it after the show.
Okay, we'll do it after the show. So we'll make that pre-order available. So let's see other questions. So thanks everybody for the questions. Yeah, Laurel Cochran, I actually met her in the 90s in Phoenix. She lived in Phoenix, Arizona. I lost track of her. I hope she's still with us because I lost contact with her and it's been 30 years. Laurel did also a Western Front game for Wargamer magazine.
Oh, Anvil and Dragoon.
Yeah, so I hope she's still with us. Great lady, really passionate about game design. So I'm a little nervous or worried because I haven't heard from her or seen any games come from her. I feel like she would have done more if she was around. So if anybody knows if Laurel Cochran's around anymore, I last knew her living in Phoenix, Arizona in the early 90s. So if anybody knows anything, please let me know. Does Compass Games have a World War I Africa theater game in its stable? I don't believe we have one. Shoots Trooper. Yes, thank you. Shoots Trooper. That will be coming up. That is true. Yes, GRD did some. There were some. There is some really good chatter about other games done. Sino-Japanese war games out there. Absolutely. Status of White Death. Don't believe, at least from my side, I haven't started that one unless it's been given to somebody else to start on.
Well, was that on the list?
It's on our list, I believe.
Oh, then it's been given to the. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Yeah, it's been given to somebody.
I think this one's with me. I'm doing the rules, doing the color version of the rules. So I'll be, Jason, thanks for the question. I'm going to be updating the rules. Instead of black and white, it's going to be full color rules booklet. What's the difference between the 2004 Russia Besieged and the deluxe edition? Will the old edition work fine with the Finnish expansion? I do not believe it works fine, and everything, all the advanced rules and content is for the deluxe edition. But the good news is Art Lupinacci is here in the chat for YouTube, and he's going to definitely answer that question for you if he hasn't already. But I do not expect, yes. So as promised.
No, he's not.
No. There you go. Yes, we are doing Belter. It's on our list, Jeff. So we have a list of initial games. Bill and Billy have secured a list for the GDW titles that we can do. And we have about 10 titles at least secured. We have first right of refusal. Compass has first right of refusal on any GDW game. So we can expand the list easily. But we have Belter is the first sci-fi game that we'll be doing. That's on that list.
I think the ones that are being worked on now is Great Patriotic War, which that one's almost, he's made a lot of progress. Then at White Death and Baltor. So he's working on all three of those. Got
it. And then Brian's asking about, was there a designer suggesting a Guadalcanal game, Land, Sea, and Air? I don't know
Adam Stockweather.
Yeah, I didn't know. Was it Land, Sea, and Air? I thought it was mostly land, but I thought it was very tactical scale.
No, tactical, but I think there's Air and Sea. Okay. But I think it's got like 12 counter sheets or something.
Yeah, Brian, there you go. Monster game, tactical level, Pacific, Adam Starkweather. Let's see. Great questions tonight. Thanks, everybody. Yes, a lot can happen in 2 turns over 6 days. Every breakfast session we had during the Expo, they gave an update on what was happening in the game. Very interesting. Some of the air battles and things going on. It was really, really crazy. Big Bang also had, yes, you can watch it on YouTube, Big Bang Theory campaign for North Africa. The Falklands game, I believe that's at headquarters being worked on. It's not done yet. Martin Fenelon.
Yeah, that was moving along, and then I met him at the convention, and he was working on some stuff, but I haven't heard anything on that, so I'll have to follow up.
Okay. Combat 3, yeah, Bill, Richard, thanks for joining us. Bill gave an update that
Combat 3 is actually the artwork's being done, and then it's moving along. It'll be out next year.
Yep. Barn Games wants to know, are there any Avalon Hill titles, if you could reprint, you'd like to reprint?
Well, I really don't want to go down that road because, unfortunately, I can't get them.
That's true. Hasbro, it's with Hasbro.
I would reprint a lot of them, so I don't.
We can't touch anything from SPI guys, by the way, because that's with Decision Games. So there are certain product lines that are with certain other publishers. So SPI, Decision Games, Avalon Hill, most of the Avalon Hill titles are with Hasbro. So just to clear up on that. Panzer Krieg's on my list of games I'm coming back to now that I'm back from doing the product pages and all that pre-orders for the catalog. I'm working on Panzer Krieg, Road to the Rhine, Manassas. So that's part of my batch. Status of Troubles is overdue. To be honest, it's overdue. It should be done by now. So I just have to shoot another email to the designer, but it is overdue. So the good news there is we should be able to easily get it back on track, but it is overdue. Let's see, other questions and lots of great comments. Shoots Troopa, yep, there we go. Yep. Eastern Front Tank Leader, I don't believe that's gone through review yet. I think that goes through internal review soonish. If it's not been, I don't believe this one's come up yet for review. So that will be, it's done, but it's going to go through our internal proofing stage, as the saying goes. So we're not quite there yet. Joe, thank you, Joe, on Facebook. And great to see some people on Facebook tonight. Wants to thank Bill and Billy and the team for all the great releases this year. Thank you, Compass. Thank you.
Yeah, I think next year we gotta.
Thank you
Right.
so much.
I think next year is
gonna be
have
crazy.
A lot of good games. Yeah.
The quality of games next year. Yeah, it's pretty exciting list of games. And then Gregory is adding here. He's got a carrier ace design he's working on. Pacific Air game. So air game.
Yeah, speaking of nobody likes.
So that'll be good. So there we go. There's something Pacific right there. Death in the Trenches includes Africa. True. Nothing with commands and colors anymore. I think that one has run its cycle.
That's run its course. We might, Bill and the team wanted to reprint the expansion, the French expansion. Yeah. So I might reprint that one.
Okay. All right. I don't believe Imperium was on the list of games available from GDW as far as Mark Miller, so we'll have to verify that. I don't believe it is, but I will verify that. Is Combat 3 standalone? My understanding is it is, yes. Yes, remember the main, if you remember that. Yes, Spanish-American War will be the new one. Let's see. And yes, reprints are futile with certain product lines, because we have no control over it. If we could, we would do it. Obviously, we would jump all over SPI, all over it if we could. Operation Storm 333, that's really stuck with the designer. I've been trying, so I'll keep trying. But first-time designer, it could be a big. It's really a big step up for a first-time designer to go from almost done to done, and I think that's sort of where we're stuck. Also, we had some challenges getting play testing. A lot more play testers were needed, and we haven't really had a big call for play testers. So don't want to put it all on the designer. It's always good to have more support. So we're hoping we can get that across the finish line for sure. Okay.
And then I know Billy was telling me that they're doing artwork on Mr. Lincoln's War.
So yes, that's true. Good point. Yeah, Mr. Lincoln.
That's moving along.
And that's both. Now, is that the Army of the Potomac and Army?
Yeah, it's going to be both in the same
both
box.
Games in the same box. That's going to be awesome. Release.
Well, that's good news. We like that.
That's really good news. Yeah. Yes, to reprinting French Tricorn expansion. So there we go.
Yeah, I think Bill wanted to and Julian wanted to.
All right. I think this will be our last question, and we're on the hour for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for your questions. Thanks for joining us tonight. What would be the largest game you would produce? Is there a limit on how big of a game you would theoretically produce and bring to market, Bill?
No.
All right. There we go. Short and sweet.
Stellar Horizons, but I think what's going to be bigger is Lightning Strikes.
Oh, my gosh.
It has 19 or 20 counter sheets.
Oh, my God.
It has 3 full maps.
Oh, gosh. It's amazing looking. It's amazing looking.
Yeah, that's going to be probably our biggest, I would think, with 19 counter sheets. And what?
Third World War's pretty good, too.
No, but Third World War only has 8 counter sheets and like 6 maps. And
yeah, that one's going to be 19, and it had a lot of counter sheets. You're right. Okay, how about a door prize tonight? Everybody was so good. We had a nice hour together. Do we know what we want to give away tonight? I think we ran out of silent.
What we'll do is we'll give you a fall of Tobruk when it ships.
Sounds good. We'll do a fall of Tobruk, everybody, when it ships. So it's fall of Tobruk tonight. So it's a new design. So everybody, wrap this around your head. Here we go. Fall of Tobruk is not the original GDW Fall of Tobruk. It is a brand new edition. Check out the product page for it. You'll learn a lot about it. We had a great Kickstarter for it. A lot of interest. Kickstarter did great, by the way, for Fall of Tobruk. So Battle Gazala, basically. So we're going to go ahead, and I just want to make sure everybody gets your town hall in. So again, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to wait another 30 seconds just to give everybody a chance. For newcomers, please put in your hashtag town hall. That gets you entered into our drawing for a free copy of the Fall of Tobruk. So we're just going to give it a few more seconds, and then we'll do the drawing. I see the numbers are still going up steadily here, so I have to wait a little bit, Bill and Billy, because people are still getting in their hashtag here. So 180. So we're a few people short, but we'll give everybody time. Just hashtag town hall. Want to make sure it matches perfectly. I don't care, uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. Just one hashtag town hall. And okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and let me switch over just for a second. Let me show you what we're talking about here. I always like to show the game before we do the drawing. So here's what we're talking about, everybody, tonight. So this will be, we're shipping in 2 weeks on the 28th of September. We'll be shipping this game. It's a really nice, expanded, brand new design. Follow Tobruk, Rommel's Greatest Victory, Battle Gazala. Had a great interview we did a year ago with Chris Fawcett covering the game. Shane Logan was on, the artist. Was a really great episode. People really liked it. We're excited about the game. So check out the product page, please, for this game. And if you haven't ordered it or Kickstarted it, you're going to love the game. If you have an interest in North Africa, you got to have it. Pretty much how it works. So we're going to go ahead and do the drawing now. So good luck for whoever's going to win this game. Let's find out who the winner is. We're going to do the drawing right now. So thanks again for everybody for joining us. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. And the winner of the Follow Tobruk will be Board Gaming Geezer. That's a great handle. I love it. But we're going to need to know who you are. We're going to need your true identity. So send an email to sales@compassgames.com. Maybe have your YouTube account handy so we can match you to your handle so we know it's you. We want to make sure we send it to the right person because it's a great game. We want to make sure it gets in the right hands because you've won it. So congratulations. Great tagline again. And as always, yeah, congrats, Geezer. As the saying goes, everybody's very complimentary to whoever wins. And I can't show you all the congrats here, right? It's all over the board. So congratulations. And then before I let Bill and Billy close tonight, again, if you can reach out to Andrew Rowland and to Mark as well, please. Ruggiero, give them your best wishes. You know, they're fighting a very tough battle right now, and we want them to do well, to be well, and to feel our love and support. So please reach out to them, FaceTime them, whatever you can do to show your support. So they're going through some tough stuff right now. So I'll turn it over to you, Bill and Billy, to close out tonight's episode. Thank you so much.
Well, I think he closed it out.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, you got something to add? Go. We can do a bonus round. I'm sorry. If you got something else, go for it.
No. What you said closed out the show.
Yeah.
I think that's a good ending to the show. So the show's over.
You're adding your sentiments to the same send off to Mark and to Andrew.
Yes.
All right, everybody. So please sign up for Compass Expo. We'll have an email out next week, focusing on all the designers, special events, seminars, demos, everything. So look forward to seeing you all in 2 weeks, everybody.
Yep. Take care.
Have a good weekend.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.